How about if now we are discussing and propose the solution about the foster economic development in various regions in Indonesia, especially, yeah, it's still about the Nunukan, the most northern area in North Kalimantan. Why? Because this Nunukan is having a problem in the lack of skilled labor in Nunukan. They are a small city facing a challenges in attracting the skilled workers. Do you know? Do you want to know about it more? Okay, let's dive in, guys. Yeah. To understand this problem at hand, let's first look at the demographics and educational landscape of Nunukan. Compared it to the neighboring city Tarakan. Tarakan itself is the capital city of North Kalimantan, okay, and the Nunukan is the most northern area of the Indonesia in Pulau Sebatik, that is the border area between Indonesia and Malaysia. Okay, Nunukan is a city that have a population around 140,000 people, and it is pales comparison to Tarakan, which approximately 350,000 residents. This population disparity creates a smaller pool of potential workers in Nunukan. So no wonder if they have a lack skills of labor, especially if there are only 140,000 of people. There's not so much thing to do if they are not really skillful. Okay, next, when it comes to education itself, the statistics from Indonesian Ministry of Education and Culture reveal that only 60% of adults in Nunukan have completed the secondary schools, while Tarakan surpassed the figure around 800 at 8,000% of adults having a complete secondary education. And the last thing is we are talking about the employment rate. Okay, if we are talking about the labor, the employment rate in Nunukan stands at 6.5% compared to Tarakan in 4.5%. They are reported by Indonesia Central Bureau of Statistics. Okay, now if we have already understand about the difference between Nunukan and Tarakan, now let's delve into the core problem and the contributing factors. Okay, and the lack of skilled labor in Nunukan, it is both a challenge for the city's economic development, especially there are limited pools of skilled labor. It will hinder the economics and also the development itself for the city. And the factor itself is it's obvious because on the remote location itself of Nunukan and also the lack of investment in education and training. Okay, we cannot help anything with the remote location, but we can still help many or maybe much more if we are investing in education and training in this Nunukan. Okay, the next thing is so in a number of steps, the government of Nunukan can play a vital role in rectifying this situation, and also the central government of Indonesia. First, by investing in an education and training program that will equip the local workforce with the necessary skill. Additionally, offering the incentive itself to the skilled worker in the area or maybe outside the area of Nunukan, it will attracting other people from the other areas that have a skill, that have a world-class skill maybe, they would help to fill the talent gap in Nunukan. So, lastly, after attracting the skilled worker, the government can promoting the entrepreneurship to encourage the development of the local business because the local business is always a fundamental of the economics in Indonesia. And also after that, we can hope to fostering the job creation and also skill building opportunities. Okay, now after we're implementing the solution, let's talk about the time and resources because it will be a wacana or it will be nothing if we are not estimating the time frame and the budgets for everything. Okay, the time itself that required to fully implement the solution depends on number of factors. Okay, it's obvious, including the scope of initiative because the bigger the initiative, the more time it needed and also the resources. Okay, if we are considering the residents of Nunukan, a reasonable estimate complete to implementation, it will take 3 to 5 years. In terms of budget, it's allocating approximately 5 to 10 million would be a reasonable projection to doing the education of the local people. Because if they are not having not so much people, the only thing is improving their quality so they can be competitive and creating something more to create the product or maybe a services to the people outside the Nunukan. Especially the Nunukan is in the border area between Malaysia and Indonesia. Why not selling something to Malaysia? Okay. And the next thing is after we are talking about the issues of the skilled labor in Nunukan, we as a Muslim in Indonesia, especially because of majority of us is Muslim in Indonesia, let's find the insight from the Al-Quran itself first. In the Surah Al-Mujadalah ayah 11, Allah states that Allah will raise everyone who believe and everyone who given knowledge by degrees. So by learning from this ayah, it is reinforced the idea that education and knowledge hold importance within Islam, and it absolutely can lead to a higher status in the afterlife. And furthermore, after that Surah Al-Mujadalah in Surah An-Nahl ayah 125, Allah also encourages Muslims to seek knowledge and Allah to increase their knowledge and and of course their understanding of the problem and the society, the science, and everything. This first emphasize that knowledge is a valuable asset for Muslim. More of knowledge we have, more development that we could able to implement, and also more higher status in the society, and also more prosperity. Okay, by holding the knowledge, by having the knowledge and sharing it with each other, it will help every Muslim to gain a deeper understanding of the world and also live in accordance with the Islamic teaching for akhirah. So we get dunya and we get the akhirah. By referring to those Quranic verses, I think we can understand that the value of Islam is place the knowledge in very, very, very high priority. Investing in education and training, it will be aligned with this teaching and can contribute to creating skilled workforce and also promoting the economic development itself in Nunukan. And the last but not least, the lack of skilled labor in Nunukan is undoubtedly a significant challenge that could hinder the city's economic development. However, guys, the government of Nunukan has the power to address this issue through various solutions. By investing in education and training, by offering incentive to attract skilled workers, especially from outside the Nunukan, and promoting entrepreneurship, I believe that Nunukan can foster the development of a skilled workforce. They can enhance employment opportunities, and also ultimately they should be able to promote the economic growth for themselves in the city. Okay, maybe that's all today for this today's video. We hope you find this analysis of the select skilled labor on Nunukan insightful for some of you. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more content on addressing the societal challenges and the research or many other things. So as long as we can learning something new every day. Okay, thank you for watching. We will see you in the next video. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.